Welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to talk about the most scariest prehistoric animals. If you are searching for this type of video, then you are at the right place. Let's get into the video. What makes something scary, creepy, terrifying, or just so strange that it haunts our dreams? For some, all it takes is a spider or a snake. For others it needs to be an eldritch horror straight from H.P. Lovecraft's world. Many of the more famous prehistoric beasts gain notoriety because there's something about them, be it the size of their teeth, that they're covered in spikes, or their sheer size, that elicits a primeval sense of dread in our mammalian brains. Hopefully somewhere in this article is a creature that sends a bone-chilling tingle up your spine, one that you're glad went extinct. Now it can only haunt you in your dreams. 1. Dunkleosteus. This 33-foot-long armored fish from the Devonian era lacked teeth, but its jaw contained razor-sharp protrusions of bone that it could use to pierce and cut through its prey. These bones grew continuously, and as they did, the edges rubbed together with those of the opposing jaw, acting like self-sharpening shears. This would ensure the fangs were always ready to chomp into armored prey like arthropods, ammonites, and other fish. This 4-ton monster fish patrolled inshore waters and could snatch prey up by opening and closing its jaws within 50 to 60 milliseconds. 2. Helicoprion. The mystery of this bizarre fish starts with a weird fossil and numerous attempts to figure out what it was and how to classify it. Helicoprion puzzled paleontologists and ichthyologists for over a century. The only remains of this creature, up until 2013, were from a fossilized whorl of teeth. While most scientists agreed that the teeth belonged to the lower jaw, that didn't prevent the presumed location of the teeth from migrating around the body in sometimes fanciful arrangements that can be seen in numerous illustrations and reconstructions. With the later discovery of some portions of a jaw, the location of its buzzsaw-like teeth were finally determined to fill the lower jaw. Strangely, there were no upper teeth, so this creature could disgustingly gum and bite you at the same time. The jaw would close, rotating the teeth backwards, much like a circular saw blade. It probably fed on the soft bodies of squid and other cephalopods. The whorl of teeth was formed as they continuously grew outwards, creating a spiral as it aged, the teeth at the beginning of the whorl being small and gradually increasing in size toward the end. Another fish with an equally odd and terrifying face, Adestus, had offset scissor-like jaws that protrude out of its face. 3. Arthropleura. This is not something you want to see crawling around the woods when you're out for a hike. Arthropleura was an 8.5-foot-long millipede from the Carboniferous era, and though it was herbivorous, likely feeding on dead plant matter like modern millipedes, it still has scare factor. Just because it won't try to eat you doesn't prevent it from being creepy while it scuttles about. Fossil trackways have been discovered showing that Arthropleura could move and maneuver quickly, undulating hundreds of legs in rhythm to nauseate and disturb anyone watching. These are the largest no-land invertebrates of all time, and it is unlikely that they had any predators, but it could probably rear up into a defensive posture and look you straight in the eyes. 4. Smilodon. The famous saber-toothed cat lived in North and South America during the Pleistocene epoch. It was around the size of modern lions and tigers, but with massive upper body strength that it used to wrestle its prey to the ground. It would then use its serrated, 11-inch-long fangs to give a killing bite to the throat or a stabbing wound to the lungs of its victim. Either way, if it ran you down, those long teeth would puncture your skin and sink down into your flesh. While its bite may have been weaker than that of modern big cats, it still makes for a terrifying creature. 5. Livyatan melvillei. This extinct whale was named both for the monstrous sea creature Leviathan from the Old Testament that, when he rises up, the mighty are terrified, they retreat before his thrashing, and for Herman Melville, the author of the novel Moby Dick, a tale of an accursed white whale that terrorized Captain Ahab and eventually brought about his death and the destruction of his ship and crew. This is an amazing namesake to live up to. Livyatan melvillei is related to modern sperm whales like Moby Dick and lived during the Miocene epoch. It was 44 to 57 feet long and had a 10-foot-long skull that housed 40 14.5-inch-long teeth. These are the longest teeth used for feeding known from any animal, extinct or alive. They fed on large prey at the surface of the water, including other whales. This whale likely became so large because it was competing directly with Megalodon for food. If you enjoy this video, then make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.